So I'm working on this painting. I started this like 2 or 3 years ago and never finished it. So it's been sitting in my room for at least 1.5 years. And it's hard to paint peacefully when there's cats walking everywhere and, you know, like walking all over my workspace. Because I have my palette set up here, brushes, you know, paint thinner, dangerous chemicals to cats. It's not that easy painting with a cat around, but, you know, I like having the company. And I'm watching Smosh at the moment, just to have some background noise while I paint. But yeah, I'm just trying to make like a little farmhouse and a barn, but you can tell the shadows are off. The shadow on this side of the house is on this side, but then there's also shadow here on the roof, and then the barn shadow is on this side rather than the back side. So the shadows are all off. You know, the mountains in the back aren't great. The sky is fine, but I need to fix the clouds and this sunset area where the sun should be, just beyond the mountains. So I'm gonna fix the grass, fix the shadows, make the barn and the farmhouse look better, put in some little cows or horses or something in the open grass, and a little fence and a tree or something. I want to start painting more, so hopefully I'll start painting more this summer so I can kind of get a lot of my, like, the images in my head out onto canvas so I can feel good about painting and feel better about my painting abilities. Because I know that I'm a good painter, I just don't have the patience to see out long-term projects like large paintings as such. I just ignore it after a while. I think this cloud over here and these main ones up here are good. This one is not good, so ignore that. But I feel like the sky looks pretty good. I even try to be adventurous and do like the clouds that kind of go like that in the sky where they're kind of like lines. I don't know how to explain it, but I mean, like, you can just tell looking at it. I think it looks fine, the sky at least. I don't really want to overcorrect it because I don't want to do too much damage. So now I'm just going to work on the grass area, because I have no grass, although I should probably, okay. It's been a few hours of painting and I haven't done much. That's because I feel like when painting a large painting, I have an issue with not knowing how much detail to put in right away, because I know you can, you know, do base colors, kind of block things off, you know, get things in the right place before you go in with all the detail. And that's probably a really good idea, but I have so much trouble like just getting past that. Like, I feel like I need to work on the detail right away, otherwise it just doesn't look good. And if it doesn't look good right away, then I just don't want to complete it, or I don't want to keep working on it because then I feel bad about my artistic abilities, even though that's unrealistic. So far, what I've done is the clouds, which I kind of like. I like the clouds, you know. With clouds, you don't have to do as much precision because clouds aren't always perfect. They aren't always the same, you know. They have strange shapes and colors, you know. But my struggle was with the colors of the sunset reflecting on the clouds, because that is an important part. And then the distant mountains are very bad. Those are bad. I'll have to go back and work on those more at a later time because, I don't know, they're not good. I have to fix the barn. I kind of tried painting over it to fix the lighting a bit, the shading, and it's fine, but I feel like I'm losing steam tonight. I feel like I lose steam a lot when I'm painting because I overthink it so much while I'm painting that, you know, I don't realize that I've spent 30 minutes on one small aspect and I've worn myself out just doing that and thinking about how I want it to look rather than just kind of getting it on the painting and then going back to it to detail later, which I want to try to get better at doing because, you know, you can put it all out there, just get it started, get it blocked off, get general shapes and colors in there, and then go back in and fine-tune it later. And that's a good process. It's a good process, you know. People paint in layers, you know. People edit things. People go in and add detail, take away detail, fix things that don't necessarily look that good, and I feel like I have trouble with that. So I want to get better with that kind of process. I have paint all over my fingers. I got it on my laptop a bit. I got it on the chair as well. My bad. It's 10:30. It's not that late, but I don't know. I feel like I've worn myself thin tonight. I've tried to record it with my camera. I've tried to set it up at an angle where I can record myself or just record the painting, but my camera keeps dying. It's a few years old. It's like 5 years old, so maybe it's kind of on the out, but you know, I have it plugged in as I'm recording and it still will just shut off. But that could also just be my camera doesn't record as long as I want it to. I don't know. I'm an amateur vlogger, amateur painter. I just want to try out making a video, posting about my art process, my thoughts on art, and my thoughts on working on a painting in real time, because I just think it's kind of interesting. I mean, it's definitely not interesting for everybody, but maybe some people will find it and care to watch. I think I'm done for the night because I'm tired and I'm out of inspiration. So I just want to watch Smosh in bed. I was watching Reddit stories, then reading Reddit stories all night. Maybe I'll work on it more this weekend. If there's anyone out there seeing this, then please maybe give some painting tips. Help an amateur artist out, you know. If anyone has any tips or advice, you know, I'd appreciate that. And if you have watched this video, then thank you. Because I feel kind of awkward talking to myself, you know, especially if nobody is gonna watch it. But yeah, well, bye.